The Super Bowl is here again, and many fans are gathering at their TV or going to the actual event hoping that their team will either grab the gold yet again or finish off the almost untouchable collective that is the Patriots at their own game. Eagles versus Patriots. Who's your team? I'm gonna go with Philly. If there's one team I've seen grow from middling to poor performances in the past few years, I put the LA Rams, the Jacksonville Jaguars, the Vikings, and the Philly in that category. All those teams came out strong and surprised a lot of football fans by going the distance, but Philly sure as hell surprised the hell out of me. I'm not going to pretend like I follow football as much as I used to, but last time Philadelphia felt relevant or at all in my top 10 NFL teams was when they had Michael Vick on their squad as QB and Deshaun Jackson laid waste to the New York Giants at the New Meadowlands. Just the truth, but I still remember the Eagles fucking up the Tony Romo train when he was all hyped up to be the next best QB on the Dallas Cowboys. He ended up throwing an interception on his first play coming in against the Philadelphia. At least I think. It was a long time ago, but I remember plain as day Tony Romo getting the crowd chanting his name, and the first play they played with him in there, he threw an interception. That shit was funny. Anyways, I got the Eagles against the almost godlike Patriots, who always seem to be going to the Super Bowl every year. It's kind of boring, to be honest. This team is so good, it's to the point where people get actively bored trying to think of ways for them to lose or for the other team to win. Don't be mad, but it's true. The Patriots are one of, if not the only NFL team that seem to always get the job done. They go in, play football, decimate a team or lose by a few points, and have the best record almost all the time. And as big a bitch as I and a lot of people think Tom Brady is, we cannot deny he's a fucking amazing quarterback. One of the best to ever play that position with a team that's helmed by Emperor Palpatine himself. The Eagles have had a steady stream of wins, and their QB, Nick Foles, replacing the awesome Carson Wentz as QB due to Wentz's ACL tear, has shown that he could probably be the one to lead the team to their first Super Bowl, which comes as a shock to me because for as long as I could remember, the Eagles to me were always a top caliber team. Their legendary rivalries against the Cowboys in the 90s, them and the New York Giants rivalry in the new millennium, basically destroying them every time a big game is on the line, and having a quarterback in Donovan McNabb who was one of the best the team's ever had and a great quarterback in his own right, and also the same with Michael Vick when he returned to the game after having that dogfighting thing. Him and Philadelphia seem like a good fit, almost better than Atlanta in some games. And to close this off, if the Super Bowl is known for two things, it's the game itself and the halftime performances. From Michael Jackson dancing on top of the Titantron during Super Bowl 27, to the Super Bowl with Left Shark, to the Red Hot Chili Peppers performing with Bruno Mars in a lip-syncing battle. Yep, they faked it, but the singing was real from Anthony Kiedis. The instrument playing minus the drums were not. I bring up the halftime performance because Prince is supposed to make an appearance, since it's in his hometown of Minneapolis. But wait, didn't he just die recently? I hear you yell from wherever it is you're yelling from. Yeah, I say back, drinking some Jack Daniels and listening to Let's Go Crazy. The Super Bowl is going to have another hologram of a recently deceased musical artist to perform. Just like when Michael Jackson's Ghost performed at that musical award thing, and Tupac came back from the dead at Coachella, this time the NFL want the ghost of Prince to come and rock the house, with Justin Timberlake of all people. First off, why the fuck is Justin Timberlake performing? The guy hasn't been relevant since Sexy Back and the last Super Bowl he was in, where Janet Jackson's titty popped out, scarring my religious aunt in the process. That shit was hilarious. Secondly, why don't you just put a tribute video on a Titantron with him performing at the Super Bowl in 2007? That one was a way better performance. I mean, he played Purple Rain in the fucking rain. What more do you need? Why would you do this, knowing the artist himself never wanted this to happen? In an interview with Guitar World, Prince stated that the whole hologram thing is one of the most demonic things he's ever heard of. If he was meant to jam with a deceased artist from way back when, he would have just been born that decade. Like if he were to live in the same decade as Duke Ellington, he would jam then, but not when the singer's been dead for so long. He also stated that the whole digital editing thing was something that would hamper his artistic control, because with a hologram you can make the performer do shit he or she would never agree to, like dance and do the dab or even support Trump. Oh, by the way, this interview was from 1998. Yeah, dude's been against the whole digital recreation thing for a while. So to read that and then see the NFL is gonna do it anyways? What the hell, man? Anyways, I think this game is bound to be another great one. Like the Atlanta Falcons choke from last year, and the Super Bowl from 3 years ago when the Seattle made that really fucking stupid play. Still hurts to watch to this day. So who are you going for this Super Bowl? The Eagles? The Patriots? Who gives a shit? Leave a comment below, and with that said, this has been JoJo from Album Reviews and such. Have a great day, stay safe, and as always, peace.